Hello, viewers. You are welcome to our channel, YangaLife TV. Today, we want to make a special presentation to all you viewers. This presentation is based on what we discussed earlier about Onitsha. We have earlier showcased Onitsha, and a lot of reactions, came up. Some made observation concerning the way forward and the rest of them. So this video, we are bringing back Onitsha to you, and we are going to present what was discussed earlier based on the fallouts of our discussion and the way forward for Onitsha. Please, in this video, if you observe anything that is missing, let us know through the comment box, or anything that was said that is not supposed to, please let us know through the comment box. And if you are yet to subscribe to YangaLife TV, please do that right away by clicking on the subscription button, notification button. Let's hear your view about this video through the comment box. Like this video, and please don't forget to share it. Now we are inside Onitsha. We just passed the bridge, come down to Opiweka. This is Opiweka and its surrounding, and we are moving towards Zix roundabout. From there, we are going to move around again in Onitsha. Just make your observation and listen, most importantly, to what we are discussing about Onitsha. So, like I said, we are going to bring to you the fallouts of our discussions, and the fallout is meant for everybody. Yes, it's a known fact that Soludo, the present governor of Anambra State, is being faced with a lot of work to do in the state. Everybody is aware of that. But probably this video is to, like I said, to air the views of Anambrarians and those living in Anambra State, especially Onitsha. The focus is in Onitsha. Those living in Onitsha, and the views of concerned people about Onitsha. Okay, that is the focus. And like I was saying, it seems like there are a lot of work waiting for the able governor, Governor Charles Soludo, to handle. And personally, having moved around some of these places that we are presenting to you, I wonder how the governor will meet up with all these things waiting for him. It's just about looking at the road alone. I'm not talking about other things. Just looking at the road. Though our presentation is not majorly, it didn't start with focusing on the road. It started with people requesting that they want to see so and so place. We cover it and show them. And from the what we are noticing, we find out that people always talk about road when we do our video presentation about a town or about a city. So, and there is no way we can After doing all this presentation, we get some facts and we will just keep quiet and fold our hands and be waiting. No, it doesn't tell good of us. We thought it wise to go extra mile to harness these people's point and observation and represent it again, so that it's going to form an opinion of the masses, making it easier. I don't know, but I feel that it's making it easier for the government to understand what is happening. Okay, you can see this bike man now struggling with other vehicles on the road. But usually there should be a bike lane in the modern city. There should be a bike lane. There should be a walkway, but we are coming to that anyway. We are just doing our intro. So we've just give the history of how we came about this, talking about these things that people are observing about our videos. And the video is quite clear there. It's not that we manufacture anything. People are saying what they see according to the video and what is obtainable from physical experiences of other viewers. Okay, so that is how it is. So having said that, we are going to, it's not going to be something I will do alone. I will talk my own fallouts from people's observation. Then you people will listen and go through it and see if what I have said is out of the context of what people are saying about Onitsha. If time permits, after treating Onitsha, we are going to treat other towns, those cities that we have visited. Okay, we are going to treat them and what people said about that town, about the video. We're going to represent them again so that it will form a consolidated opinion of the masses about that particular area that we are talking about. Yes, like I said earlier, sometimes I wonder, having seen some of these places and walked through them, I wonder how the governor is going to meet up with all this work that are waiting for him alone. So that brings to mind, if, I don't know, though it's achievable anyway, it's not a big thing if they really want to do that, to achieve all these set goals. It's not going to be a rocket science or anything. It's achievable, but probably the way we go about it matters a lot. Okay. Then that calls for mind in the aspect of decentralization of work. The state government may decide to take some major work, while the local government can take up some major work. I don't know, it should be there in the constitution, where we have the exclusive list, the concurrent list, and the residual list. All this list is according to each level of governance, the federal, the state, and the local government. So, but it seems that the state is handling everything about the state. It seems that the state is handling everything, and it seems that the state is handling all the finance. I don't know, but I'm trying to take a look at the possibilities of decentralizing some of these works so that it can be achievable. Okay, I will start again by rolling out these points one by one, and people still want to congratulate the governor for checkmating hooliganism in Anambra State. Then also recently, as information that we got, shutting down of some hospitals, illegal hospitals and clinics within Anambra and Onitsha in particular. So people are saying kudos to the governor for doing such things. Then another thing is tax. To find out a way to checkmate tax evasion. If you ask me, when people see what the government is doing with their tax, they will be eager to pay their tax, knowing fully well that the revenue goes into work. That is number one fact when it comes to paying tax. Now we are inside GRA phase 1 in Onitsha. GRA phase 1, you can see how the place looks like. Just observe the interval positioning of waste bin, and it's neat. On the average, it's neat, though not extremely neat, because we can see and sight some grasses, overgrown grasses, and the road sands, and no covered drainage. But we are coming to that. We are just observing this GRA in Onitsha. This is GRA area in Onitsha. So having said that, another point that was raised is that Onitsha needs construction companies like Julius Berger. Onitsha needs Julius Berger, a good construction company. Basically, if possible, to help reconstruct the drainage system. If possible, to award underground drainage system. This is one of the points raised, that there should be an underground drainage system. And noted that if there is an underground drainage system, there will be no need for most of these open gutters everywhere in a city. Underground drainage system is the standard. It avoids all this flooding that people experience. Water moves underground. It drains underground. There is nothing like open gutters. Sometimes when it rains, you see people falling victim of flood. They may not know where gutter is again. Sometimes motorists fall victim of such things. So that Onitsha needs Julius Berger. If it is one of the few things the government can achieve, that people will be happy. So that these open gutters will stop. It is against the standard in a built-up area, in a city, in an urban area, to have open gutters. It's against the standard. So that is another point that was raised. Then a functional river port was mentioned also. If there could be the possibility of having a functional river port. But I know that of recent, sometime some months ago, we started seeing containers inside the river port in Onitsha. So but maybe we need somebody to confirm the functionality of the river port in Onitsha. But we've raised this point being one of the points that was raised in the previous discussion as regards Onitsha in Anambra State, Nigeria. Then, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please click on the subscription button, notification button, like this video. Let's hear your view about this video, about what we are discussing, and don't forget to share it so that we can get more observations and more contributions. Thank you as you do that. Yes, partially we have touched about open gutters, but it was basically condemned in a modern city in the 21st century in 2023 that people are still seeing open gutters, that it is very wrong. That urgent thing has to be done to reconstruct all those open gutters that we are seeing in Onitsha. Then people made mention of seeing sands on the road. Already built road, that it is wrong. There shouldn't be sand on the urban roads in this day and in this age. Sand. That even sand can cause damage to the road. When rains drop, sand can retain water, and it's not good when vehicle ply on it. It can cause damage on the coal tar, as if the road is tarred. Okay, so it's one of the things that people made mention of, and they are bitter about it. Yes, let's proceed. Also, walkways for pedestrians on the road in Onitsha is needed. That if you are a pedestrian, you don't exist in Onitsha. See, people are saying that there should be a pedestrian walkway in every city. Every city should have a pedestrian walkways. People are struggling. From the information we are getting, some other places, they are struggling to beautify their cities and make their places count. That it seems like, Onitsha is not, moving towards that direction, it seems. So that effort should be made towards that to enhance all these structures. There should be a pedestrian walkway in a road, in every road in a city, so that it will encourage walking. I bet you if these things are in place, it will encourage people to walk and stroll, and it will improve people's health. These are the things that the United Nations and the World Health is preaching. So a walkway is vital. This is a view of GRA in Onitsha. We are still, showing you some of these places in the GRA in Onitsha. Then let's proceed. They also talk about cleanliness in Onitsha. They say that Onitsha is very dirty, that the government needs to employ more people to sweep the streets. I don't know whose responsibility it is, whether it's for local governments or for states. But whoever that is responsible for that the people are saying that effort should be geared up. More people should be employed to sweep everywhere. The roads are supposed to be swept, even if it means 2 times in a day to make it clean. That these things are the things that will give a good impression about Onitsha. That it seems that people are not, or the people in authorities are neglecting how people feel about Onitsha environment. Okay, that is going to improve the aesthetics of Onitsha and add more value to the city. And you know that because so many people are in Onitsha doing businesses, some comes and some goes. So there is a need to improve in cleanliness to contain these people that are trooping in and trooping out. If not, the place will always be littered. So to contain these litters and everything about cleanliness, Onitsha has to improve, double up in arrangements to ensure cleanliness. That's what people are saying. Okay. Then, having said that, we want to talk about maintenance. People are also, hammering on maintaining the roads. That is not proper after building a road without proper maintenance. And people can't believe that road in Onitsha is not being maintained. Like I said, we are focusing in Onitsha, and these are the things that people have mentioned, that have complained about in Onitsha. So, after building roads, those in authority don't maintain the road. They will see the road cracking and potholes forming, and nothing will be done about that. It will be left like that until the potholes turns into another thing and the road will be cut off. That's when small attention will be given to the road, or when trailers and trucks will start falling on that road. That's when attention will be given. So people are talking about maintenance. Maintenance is vital when it comes to road. That's what they are saying. Okay. Then specifically, they have mentioned about poor quality construction of road. Yes, earlier on I've made mention of Julius Berger as one of the points raised, that is to ensure quality work. You see, there is no need for this poor quality work that is being done on our roads. Work that will be done after 4 years or highest 8 years, the road is bad. Some may not even be up to 3 years. The roads are bad again. That is better to have a specification when it comes to road construction. We are getting feelers that, I don't know, many people here, they have said it, that abroad road can last up to 50 years, 100 years. So why is our roads like this? Why is Onitsha road like that? That road cannot last up to 4 years. So people are of the opinion that let the road be done by a good construction company. Let there be a quality work. Even if it's 1 or 2 roads that is done, let us count that 1 or 2 is out. Why time is taken to face the other ones? That is what people are saying. Instead of doing all these shady works that will not meet the test of time. All right, let's keep moving ahead. Then somehow I have touched about waste management, but generally I want to focus on waste management now. The way that waste is being managed, people are saying that is almost zero. That there should be a better way to manage waste. You see waste everywhere, every street, in front of houses. Immediately the rain drops, to wash away every waste inside gutter, and it will go and block the gutter. So now, why doing underground drainage, a functional waste management system has to be in place. That is how it works, and that is how we can get these things working. So there should be a planned waste management system, to contain what is happening, the activities that are happening in Onitsha. That is a known fact. If waste management system is not well organized, that is not going to tell good of the town. Also, because sellers and buyers are littering everywhere, that there should be trash or garbage cans on every block, just like what we have seen in GRA. You can see the garbage cans and containers being dropped at interval. I have said that earlier. Okay, another thing that people said is about on the main market. Though to me is not a pressing need, but I would like to mention everything that people discussed about. They talked about, you can see this dumping of sand and concrete on the road. They have mentioned about it that it is very wrong. It is wrong to be dumping sand and concrete on the road, but I will come to that specifically. Then the main market I was referring to, people were saying that it's now high time that main market is rebuilt, to give it a facelift, or alternatively to build a new fresh one somewhere else, because of the business nature of Onitsha. Onitsha has become a business city, and an industrial city is known for. So some people are of that opinion. Okay. Then to get things right, people are saying that even if there is need to demolish some buildings so that things can be gotten right, well, I am only saying what people are suggesting. Demolition of buildings to get things right, especially to improve the road. Then in a well-planned city, just like we have seen in Oka Millennium City, roads are supposed to be built before building of homes. In a standard planned city, I doubt if it is like that in Onitsha and some of our cities. So it's now prompting the government to make some amendments. Or could it be that it was planned like that, but yet people still went ahead to build close to the road? I don't know, whichever, but that is the standard. Building roads before the buildings are being done. At least we can witness it in some of these our places that we visit, that roads are not done before building of homes. So it is a known fact. So people are saying that even if it requires to demolish some buildings to get it right, that the government can go ahead to do that. Yes, I am going to move over to the next point that was raised. Is all about dualization. There is need to dualize Onitsha one-way lane roads. All these one-way lanes in Onitsha, that most of them can be dualized to contain movements and to reduce all those traffic gridlocks. There is need to dualize them. And someone in particular made mention of this main market road from Head Bridge, that's Niger Road. Is it Niger Road or Creek Road? The road that leads to the main market, that is supposed to be dualized. That the single lane there is not functional and the road is under construction now. I am only bringing what we have discussed, what people have suggested to the government. That is exactly what we are doing. And just like I said before, if anything is not quite okay, we can bring it to the notification through the comment box, and also bring your own suggestion through the comment box. Thank you as you do that. Then let's proceed. People talked about Onitsha having green vegetation, trees, that hardly people see green vegetations and trees, flowers in Onitsha. It is very important to have in a city. There is this fact about city: when a visitor enters, a new person enters a city, he will have an impression about that city. And if Onitsha people cares about the impression, or if the government cares about the impression, we are supposed to do something about that. How visitors see a city is how the city is. If they see carelessness, unkept city and the rest, and that is how it is. So Onitsha naturally is an attraction to visitors, but all those human conscious attractions are supposed to be there to complete that attraction that is needed. Cities are not supposed to be unkept. It is a minus and a negative impression about a city. Then, having said that, people talked about road markings, road surface marking. That there is no way in the new century, in this 21st century, that a city can be there and people using a road without road markings. It forms part of the road furniture. Road markings. These things guide road users on how to use the road. So without road markings, there are possibilities of increased accidents on the road, because motorists will not have information on how to use the road. But once you are seeing these road markings and every other thing, it gives an impression, and it shows that the people in charge knows what they are doing. It is part of the road. road markings are part of the road being constructed or being used. There's no way we can have a road without road markings. That's what we are saying. Then we are going to talk about a kind of that we are supposed to have a pipe-borne water. That Onitsha people are supposed to have a functional pipe-borne water. But there is no way a city can be established without pipe-borne water. That's what people are saying. How come the water system and the water that is being used at home, people will be digging boreholes here and there and a lot of that. It is wrong. There should be a pipe-borne water. Once you enter your home, you on the water is there for you to be used, and a whole lot of them. That there should be an emergency on provision of pipe-borne water in Onitsha. Then people also talked about the local government managing waste, that they should go into the delivery of waste bins to homes and business places, that is after collecting their tax for waste. They should deliver these waste bins at homes and at business places to help contain waste. That these bins will come in different colors to help separate waste before collection. People also made mention of individuals must practice cleanliness, that everything is not for government all alone. Individuals must practice cleanliness, and there should be publicity on that. Not after drinking water, you throw the can anyhow on the road. It is very wrong. There should be waste bins that people can throw these things inside. Cleanliness at home, getting your compound clean, and the rest of them. Outside home, in the street, cleanliness must be practiced. And it's not just only practicing cleanliness. There should be enforcers. Enforcement should be there. Because without enforcement, people will be lackadaisical to practice it. And when people are known that they are being watched, they will be eager to do the right thing. And after enforcement, there will be prosecutions. Prosecutions should follow suit. Okay, that's what people are saying. about cleanliness in Onitsha that we must get it right. Yes, people talked about building plans, that it seems as if there is no plan, in Onitsha. That's what people are saying. I'm reporting as if there is no plan, that there should be a space for car parks in any building, within the compound of any building. People will just build house. There is no space for car parks and no space for other things within the premises. That it is very, very wrong to have such environment. Then we are moving along the business park. We've just passed the business park in Onitsha. We are still in Onitsha. Like I said, the focus is in Onitsha. We are focusing in Onitsha alone. So we can have a view of how Onitsha looks like, and the things that we are to do to get it right in Onitsha. Though this road is under construction, that's why you can see chippings or stone beds, whatever, dumped by the roadside. We are moving down to Abaka side, Abaka GRA, then to look around that area also. Then people talked about turning everywhere into shops. You see tattered umbrellas, shops, everywhere in Onitsha, that you can't differentiate residential area and market areas. Story buildings will have attachments in front. It doesn't give the environment a good looks. There should be outlaws on street kiosks. That's what people are saying. All these attachments in streets and a whole lot of them should be stopped. They should be knocked off, and there should be enforcement on that, constant enforcement on that, because I know that these things has been done earlier, but probably it was just done once or twice and nothing happens again. To have a clean, and once that thing is done, you see everywhere shining, everywhere becomes clean and neat. I've witnessed one or twice, in Anambra state then. So that people are saying that this thing should be done and be maintained on at interval to make sure that people don't go back to building those shops, projections, tattered umbrellas everywhere in Onitsha. Yes, some viewers talked about banning keke. They talked about it, that keke should be banned, that the is making Onitsha untidy, as in keke tricycle, that it should be banned in Onitsha. Well, I'm only reporting what people have said concerning Onitsha city, and that is it. Presently, I know that some cities have banned keke. Even in the north, I think in the north, some cities have banned keke. In the south, cities like Port Harcourt, I'm sure of Port Harcourt, they have banned keke. And once these cities ban keke, they will find a way to bring that keke to Anambra State. I have seen them. I have seen such. So people are saying that keke, tricycles, they are not making our environment to be neat, that they are to be banned. But another thing is, why banning these things if government is going to do that? There should be an alternative soft landing for all these riders. Soft landing in terms of providing maybe shuttle bus or normal other buses for transportation, probably on higher purchase basis, to cushion the effect on their families. Yes, I've made mention of people dumping sands and building materials along the road. But however, this place we are looking at is back of Abaka, as River Niger. We are looking at the River Niger and the island inside the River Niger. So that's a wonderful view to behold for me. I don't know about others. A very nice view. In future, I know that some people are going to make use of that place to do some wonderful things. So having said that, let's proceed. So earlier I said about dumping of sands and building materials on the road, that it has to be stopped. All those things can cause accident and is not right. People will be driving on the road, you see sand almost taking half of the road. That it is a very wrong thing to be seen. Then people said that government should ensure that landlords or landladies or whoever that has a building has to maintain its building, probably by repenting and making sure that everything is quite okay in their buildings. That is the standard. I remember once Enugu State established that law, and everybody started painting their buildings in Enugu. I remember then, during the time of Sullivan Chime. People talked about trucks being parked indiscriminately on the roadsides, that parking of trucks anyhow on the road should stop. In fact, parking of trucks on the road should stop. And these things cause traffic on the road. It will narrow the road, that motorists will be struggling to use the remaining part of the road. People said that it should be stopped henceforth. People have said a lot of things, and we have tried to report everything that was said, even though we might, miss some things that was said. That's why we said, if you are missing anything, add yours through the comment box, or if anything is wrong with what we have said, let us know. Okay? All we are striving is to have a better environment for ourselves and for our future, to live a healthy life. That it seems that Onitsha is being left behind, considering how other cities and other people are struggling to make their place fine. That's why people are showing their concern, and like I said, that's why we take our time to harness these opinions, that these opinions should not be left to go inside garbage just like that. So some people are even saying that Igbos should concentrate on their cities and develop it, instead of coming to somewhere or someone else's land to be helping them to develop their cities, considering what is happening around. I don't know, this is just what that was reported. So I was just reporting what people have said, and it's a known fact that it is open everywhere. Some are saying it openly that people should go and develop their place. So this person now is calling on people to go back to their place and develop it, not going to develop every other people's home. I'm just reporting what that was said about Onitsha. Yes, I want to thank you for listening to this presentation and watching this video. We are all doing it to help ourselves and our future children. Like I said earlier, if you are yet to subscribe to this our channel, do it now. and like this video. Don't forget to share this video for others to see too. So I want to sincerely thank you for watching this video. So until I come your way next time, bye for now.